Welcome back, students. This is part 2 of today's lecture. Let us discuss the second difference between string and list. Strings are not mutable, but lists are mutable. So this is the second difference, means we can change the value inside the lists, but we cannot change the value of the elements inside the list. Okay, we have discussed this difference n number of times. Okay, now let us consider another example for it. For the backward referencing, if we are using this index -4 and we are trying to change the value of the lists with the help of it, then we should go like this. How? See, if I am writing vowels -4, it will refer to the backward index, which is the backward index -4. This is -1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. So it is referring to this particular element, right? So for this particular element, we are giving a new value, E, capital E. So it will change it here, right? So our new list will be like this instead of this. Okay. Now let us discuss some list operations here. List operations, first is the traversing. Traversing is nothing but accessing the list elements one by one. Fine. So here we have taken an example like L is the list and the elements are like this. Using a for loop, we want to access them one by one, and we are printing each element of this list with the help of this variable A. Values it is getting with the help of this L, and A is the variable which is accessing the values of the list one by one. Mind it very well, whenever we are printing the value of the list, it will always print each character in a new line. Like this, you will get the output. Now next operation is to join lists. If we have two lists with us, with the help of this plus operator, we can join these two lists together. Fine. See, check the output. First list was containing 1, 4, 9, another was containing 6, 12 and 20. So after using this plus operator, we will get output like this. Fine. Next is replicating list. We know this star operator will help you to replicate a given list a number of times. Please do this correction. List 1 value should be 149, then only you will get this output. 135 is wrong. Either you change the output accordingly or you make changes in this list value. I hope this is a better option. 149 it should be changed instead of 135. So into 3 will give you 3 times the same list. Fine. Now next is slicing the lists. Slicing means extracting out a part of list. How to extract it out? By defining the start and stop. Okay, start and stop of the list, you with the help of these two, you can create a new list out of it. So firstly we are defining a list, this list which is containing total 9 elements in it. Fine. So we have defined the slice. It should start from 3 and it should end till the last element of the list. -3 is indicating that this is -1, this is -2, this is -3, but we know -3 will not be included in the list, so up to 24 it will take. From where it will start? It will start from 20, because we have to start from 3. This will be included. 20, 22 and 24 will be the output. I hope it is clear to all of you. Next is, again we have initialized another list, and what we are saying now, it should start from 3 but it should end till 30. Okay, but 30 is not a part of this, means we don't have so much elements. So what it will do, it will start from 3, means it will start from 20 and it will end till last of it. It cannot print those elements which are not a part of it, but maximum value up to the inside that list will be printed. So this will be the outcome. Now if this starting index is not a part of the given list, -15, see our list always starts from 0. So we don't have any minus 15. Minus 15 actually it can be like this, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. But we don't have so much elements that we can refer to minus 15. So we'll start from 0 and we'll reach up to 7. But 7 will not be included. So we will move up to index 6. It will be 0, 1, 2. We are referring to this list. Na? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7 will not be a part of it, so we'll get output 10 to 30. Okay, next is your another variation in this slicing, means start stop we were already discussing, but step, if we'll define the step also, then this list will move according to that step size. Let us say our list contains these elements and we have said it should start from 0 and it should go up to 10, means up to 9 indices, and the step size should be 2, means it should leave one element in between. So what will be the outcome? It will start from 10, it will leave 12, then 14, then it will leave 20, then 22 will come, 24 will be left and 30 will come, then 32 will be left and 34 will come. And 10th so we don't have, so we'll not go for it. Now next it is saying start from 2, move up to 10, and the step size should be 3. So we'll get output this. Next function operation that we can do is modification in the list. So by using this slicing of the lists, we can do modification in the list as well. Let us say our list is having 3 strings inside it, 1, 2 and 3. So it is saying it should start from 0 and should go up to 1. It is written 2, but we know that last index is never counted. So 0 and 1 to be changed with 0 and should be changed with 1. 3 will remain as it is. So this is the output. So let us take another example of variation. This is what he is saying. He is saying he change the list from 0 to 1 by the first element only. So second he is not talking about, so that will be deleted and you will get A and 3 as output. Fine. Okay. Now next is list manipulation. How we can make manipulations inside the list with the help of this append function. Append function will help you to make changes at the end of the lists. Okay, to add a single item to the end of the list. So whatever you will be writing inside this function will be added to the last of the given list. So 10, 12 and 14 were already there. You just have given 16, so it will add 16 to it. Now updating elements to a list. How to update it? Update means whatever new instructions you are giving, it will add that instruction inside that list. By replacing it, assign new value to the elements index in the list. Okay, so 10, 12, it is 0 index, it is first index, it is second index, and this is the third index. So list 2, 0, 1, 2 means this referring to this 14, and they are saying now make it 24. So the changes will be reflected. How to delete an element from the list? So for that you need to write delete list slice. You can give, if you want to delete just one element, just give index of it. Like I want to delete the first element, so I'll say delete list 0. So it will delete my first element. If you want to delete more than one, so you should give the starting and ending point. So with this you will get list up to 9 only. Okay, 10 to 15, so it will remove na. 15 actually is not a part of it, so it will remove up to 13th index only. Another function that we can use to delete is pop function, that we'll be discussing later. Next is how to make a copy of a list. Copy of a list, we can create two type of copies actually. Shallow copies there and deep copies there. What is shallow copy? See, what we are doing, we are using a list. How did I recognize it's a list? By means of the square brackets, and this was assigned to a variable color, and now this color has been assigned to B. So B will also contain the elements of this list, but by using this type of assignment, they both are referring to a common list. Means color is referring to this list and B is also referring to this list, and this way means list is one, but they are sharing it. So this type of copy is known as shallow copy. If we want to assign independent list to both of them, then what should be done? This is already having a separate copy for it, but the color B is also sharing the same content of the list with colors, so that B can get another additional separate copy. For that we need to use list colors. Instead of writing B colors, we should use B list colors, so it will have its own separate copy. Now this list function will be continuing in part 3 of today's lecture. Thank you.